We got 15 different beers here. No, don't start. We're each going to create our own tier list. And at the end, you guys are gonna vote on which tier list is better. And that person's gonna have to drink a massive swamp water of all the beers that we're tasting today. We're gonna drink away. It's gonna be a good time. So, the definitive beer list. Let's go. We're gonna start with Pabst Blue Ribbon. See, this is how you pour a beer, guys. You don't, what's this? This, see this? Insert it into the glass. Here we go, cheers.
The thing with the beer, honestly, it's like a good solid beer. Like the aftertaste tastes like kind of like Budweiser. For me, I'll put B for now.
I think it is a pretty solid tasting beer. It's got a bit of a, not like, I don't want to say dirty taste to it, but it's certainly, it's not that like clean beer that I personally like. So you said B2? Because I'm going to put mine B.
B2, that's the we're playing chess there, bud.
B2. Perhaps to B2.
You checkmate.
You want B tier or what? What are you doing?
Yeah, B.
Okay. Hey, we actually agree on that one. Okay. The next one is Michelob Ultra.
Michelin Man.
Michelin Man Ultra.
Yeah. There's no bite, there's nothing. Okay, this is what I'm thinking of. After you take a piss, the toilet water in there. Like, it still has beer in it, but it's very flat.
It lacks any body. It has a little bite, and then that's it. Like it doesn't have flavor. It just bites your tongue a little bit, and that's it. So
it's not disgusting. Like, it doesn't taste bad. So I'll put it at C.
So this is like 2.6 grams of carbs, right? So it's meant for chunkers like myself. I understand that, but even so, it is still booty cheeks. I'm giving this D, bro. It takes everything you want out of a beer. Like, I guess if you're trying to drink it just for alcohol, then good for you, man. But that's not what I'm looking for, dude. First discrepancy. Okay. Budweiser is next. We've got the Blue Jays Budweiser here. Very special edition for Canada.
Canada!
Shout out to Canada. Cheers.
Oh, that hits different from the other ones.
You know, I thought it would taste more like Pabst, but it doesn't.
Pabst had the aftertaste of Budweiser.
Say that again?
Budweiser.
Budweiser.
I thought I liked it more than I did. Again, I'll throw my C because it is my go-to cheaper beer. But I'm guessing Pabst is like, is that cheap beer?
Yes.
I think that actually might be my go-to now.
So C tier? You're saying Budweiser C tier?
Yeah.
All right. I will say, after drinking other beers, it definitely tastes different. If you drink exclusively Budweiser for the night, it's like pretty full and tasty. But after those, I don't think I'd want that, you know? I think I agree. C.
Heard of Michelob? Like, I had the bite that you missed from the Michelob. Like,
yeah,
like,
but it felt kind of thin.
It was so thin. It was like flat.
Yeah. Next up, we got Coors Light. Oh my goodness. Here we go.
D.
D's nuts. That kind of tasted like paint. I'm not gonna lie. That tasted like paint. Not that I've had paint, but it tasted like paint smells.
As someone who's had paint, it does taste like paint.
It doesn't it?
It does taste like
it tastes like paint.
D. Like, it's not a good beer. Anyone who says Coors is good has no taste buds and should die.
No, I'm kidding. Admittedly, it did kind of taste like paint. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's still, I kind of like it. Like, for a light beer, it actually had quite a bit of a body. I like the taste of Coors. I think the rest of the beers have kind of messed up my palate, but overall, Coors Light, for light beers, I think it's okay. I would put it up with Budweiser. I put it C.
You just said it tastes like paint and didn't put it the worst case possible.
What could I say? I like paint. Next beer, Belgian Moon. So, I don't know if it's Blue Moon where you guys live. It's Belgian Moon where we live. Belgian Moon, Blue Moon, whatever it is. Same beer. So, cheers.
That's a good bite. That's a good bite. That's a good freaking bite.
Gonna need that.
This may be a bad rating because we just came from Coors Light, but that thing had some beautiful bite to it, and I actually enjoyed myself drinking it. Even the aftertaste is freaking good. I just burped. It tastes amazing. S tier, S tier, S tier. Give me an S.
It's an S, boys. All right. Any other comments on the beer? Anything you want to say about it?
Did not taste like paint.
It's a low bar we set, but
well, like there's
you passed Belgian Moon. I'm gonna put it S tier as well. It's got a nice full body to it. Like there's a lot of citrus coming in there. When you taste that beer, it's just like delicious. That's the first word that comes to mind, right? It doesn't go way too far on the citrus. Yeah, Belgian Moon definitely. It's an S tier. So unfortunately, we could not find Corona, but we've had it many times before. So we're just gonna rate this based on our memory.
I'll put it at B tier. I personally do not enjoy the beer because every time I talk to people about it, they're like, "Oh, it's good with a lime though." And my argument is, if you have to add something to it to make it good, it's not good. The beer's not good if you have to do that. I think it's overhyped. I know it's like the summer beer, and it's good with a lime. It's okay with a lime, but like it's B. That's it.
B tier for Upton. Okay. I think my opinion is I enjoy it a lot more in the summertime when it's hot and when there's like sun out. I much prefer it. The hard thing I have with Corona is if you drink a lot of them, they have a kind of a weird taste that starts to develop. I don't know. It makes it hard for me to say it's S tier. So I'm gonna put it A tier, but I love Corona. And the thing is, I don't use a lime. Like I've tried it once and I was like, that didn't change anything. So I just drink Corona straight. I think they're A tier. A great beer, absolutely a great beer. But for my palate, I prefer a little bit more than that. So I'm gonna put it A tier. We're moving on. Next beer is Coors Original or Coors Banquet. It is the non-light version of Coors. Cheers.
It's better than Coors Light. No, I'll put C. It's not like a terrible beer. The aftertaste is not good in my opinion, but it tastes like a solid beer. It's just not. There's nothing that really sticks out to me.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I like the taste of Coors. I think Coors has a nice taste. I like the aftertaste. Like right now, I'm enjoying this. This is tastier. Like
this guy enjoys paint, by the way.
I'd put it A tier. I like it. Bud Light. We've got the gay Bud Light can.
No, it looks like a Olympic can.
No, yeah, Olympics working together to help the LGBTQ plus. Cheers.
I think Coors is actually better.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily, dude.
D.
I'm not even gonna cap. That's D. I'm not. No waiting. That's just D tier any day of the week.
It's like drinking water from a hose.
You got like bacteria build up in the hose.
Yeah.
If I started with this, I think I would rate it a little higher, but legitimately, that was the least flavorful. It tasted like water with something wrong with it, like Upton said. That's a solid D tier, easily a D tier for me. It is actually unbelievable that is like the best selling beer because out of all we've had, easily the worst. All right, we've got Kronenbourg 1664 Blanc. Cheers. The head on this
man,
thing.
that is good. That's freaking good.
It tastes like Five Alive, dude. It tastes like Five Alive.
This is alcoholic Five Alive. S. Honestly, like
S
it's
tier?
actually like there's nothing wrong with it. The head was beautiful. The taste was beautiful. The aftertaste was beautiful, and the smell was good.
I think this is a personal preference of mine. I think what Belgian Moon does over this is Belgian Moon creates like a beer flavor with fruit taste. This is more just kind of like, it's almost like straight fruit. I don't think I'm going to put it S tier. I think I'm going to put it A tier. I like the beer flavor in things. And I think this is more just juice forward.
The alcohol is not strong.
It's not strong at all. Like if you're looking to get dickered, like this is just straight juice. Like just drink away.
I agree with that.
I like the beer flavor in things. And I think this kind of lacks it. It's just kind of straight juice.
That's fair.
I'm going to put it A tier. This is our jungle juice so far.
All beers were yellow. All beers were yellow until then.
Moving on, we got Guinness. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Here we go. Cheers.
It's like coffee. I don't want to finish.
He gives up.
It tastes like coffee grounds. It tastes like coffee grounds, but not brewed. It's like you added, like, you got water, threw in some coffee, and then you farted in it. Don't even tell me it's above D. Don't even.
You're putting Guinness D tier?
100%. If I go lower, I'll do it.
All right.
That is not good.
I'm putting Guinness A tier, bro. I used to hate stouts, but I started drinking black coffee, and Guinness is actually money. I can kind of understand where Upton's coming from because I didn't used to like Guinness, but now that I like Guinness, it's actually such a light stout, and it has a lot of beer flavor in it. It's got a richness to it. It's got a full body. It's smooth.
Oh, you're wrong in every way possible. It's not a good beer.
It was pretty good, man. A tier for me, man. We've got Heineken. Cheers.
The aftertaste is so bland. It just gives up. Like there's the initial taste and it's gone. That being said, Heineken's still not a bad beer. I'm gonna put A. I don't have an A anyway. I'll put Heineken A.
All right.
It doesn't smell great.
I'm not smelling my beer. I'm drinking it. But
no, I'm into the palate test, sniffs tests.
I think Heineken actually has a really good flavor. It's a really good balance between taste and a little bit of bite. It's actually pretty smooth. Heineken, I'm gonna put S tier. No, I'm gonna put A tier. I know A is stacked right now. It's an A tier for me. What it really lacks is just kind of what Upton was saying. It lacks like a signature bite to it.
The bite's like right after, like where most beers would have that bite. It's like a few seconds after.
We've got Miller High Life, the champagne of beers. Cheers. That's what it says on the can. Champagne of beers.
I can't lie. I'd say that nothing really sticks out. Like when you taste it to the aftertaste is all the same. The bite's still there like a regular beer would have. I'm not missing anything if I don't have this beer compared to anything else. So I have to put B. It's a solid beer. Nothing wrong with it. But the aftertaste is the same as the initial taste. But as an average beer, that's it.
It has similarities to genuine draft. Yeah, it's more on the rich side. It lacks some of the bite that I get from genuine draft, but it has that genuine draft aftertaste. If I'm gonna rate this though, I think I'm gonna put this B as well. It's tasty, it's just there, but
nothing sticks out. Everything is just like a line.
Yeah.
Like nothing goes spikes or dips from the initial smell to taste. It's just like
as stupid as you sound right now, you're kind of speaking facts.
Yeah, I did it, guys. Where's Alana?
He's speaking facts. I can't help it. I actually think I like the aftertaste more than I like the initial wash. You know? All right, moving on. We've got Moosehead. We wanted to throw some Canadian drinks in here, so cheers.
I mean, yeah, if you guys do know me, this is my go-to beer. The smell of it has a bite to it, which a lot of beers don't have. The taste of it is very rich. It coats the mouth with a little bit of spice too, which I did not realize until I've actually really like tried it. And lastly, the aftertaste is still the same as the initial bite, and it's an S.
It's an S for you? All right. Yeah. I've said from the very beginning, Moosehead is like, it's like the ultimate camping beer. I don't know what it is, but it tastes like it should be drank outside.
With a smoky fire going around?
Yeah, dude. If I'm getting anything, if we're going camping, it's Moosehead. I'm getting at least some Moosehead. I'm not going to put this S tier, but
I know you weren't going to.
I'm going to do A tier. There is a bit of some would say harsh, like skunky taste almost. Like there's like a dirty taste to it almost. But I personally like it. I think Moosehead is fantastic. But I can see if somebody's coming in here and trying Moosehead for the first time, they might think it's like, it might lack a little bit more rich, clean flavor, like something like Heineken would have. You know what I mean? We got Miller Lite. Cheers.
The aftertaste is actually kind of not that good. It has the beer, everything that has to do with the beer, but it's very light. Like a light beer is with the alcohol. I still put it above Bud Light and Guinness for me, so I'll put it as C. Honestly, I think the smell was his best part of it. I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly, I think everything you said was pretty true. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move Budweiser to B, and I'm gonna put Miller Lite C. I'm looking at this tier list, and I'm thinking this is a C, but then I see Budweiser there, and I'm like, there's no shot I put Budweiser C.
Can you actually do the same for me? I agree. Yeah, I actually agree with what you were saying. I can't put, they're not equal.
There's no shot. They're not equal at all.
I'm always against light beers as it is.
Yeah.
But I understand the reason why they're light. It's missing a bunch of stuff that Budweiser does have, and I can't put that equal to. So with what Jay just said, yeah, Budweiser is above, is B. Light is C. So I think we're in agreement of that.
We got Busch Ice. I couldn't find the regular Busch. So I don't know the differences, but we got Busch Ice. Cheers.
It's somewhat similar to this. It's probably the same thing in the C or even D. Nothing stands out. Even though it's above an average beer for Canadians, there's not that bite. The aftertaste is very bland. The initial taste is same with the aftertaste. C for me.
I would have to say the same. Genuinely, I'm surprised that there was that little flavor for 5.5%. That's kind of crazy. I think that tasted like Budweiser, but with less oomph to it. It wanted to be Budweiser, but couldn't. I will say I'm impressed that it tasted that bad for 5.5%. The next one we have is Stella. We actually don't have Stella here. Stella was another one that we always have at our local beer store, but like it wasn't there this time. But it's one that me and Upton have drank copious amounts of times. So we can rate this without having to taste it. But F's in the chat for Stella. Unfortunately, wasn't there. I don't know why.
Like I said, it's my number 2 spot under Moosehead. It's a different taste. Depends how I'm feeling. But Stella is still an S tier for me. It's just like, I love the name of it. Like I scream from the top of my lungs, Stella! The initial taste of it, the aftertaste of it, the smell of it is very rich. And so I'm going to have Stella at a solid S tier.
I agree with that. One thing I love about Stella is it's just so rich and flavorful. you take it sip and it just washes the palate. You know what I mean? It's one that I don't want to drink a ton of because it has that richness
rich,
to it.
yeah.
But it is so tasty, dude. S tier for me. The last beer of the day, we've got Miller Genuine Draft. Cheers.
That's a solid 8 for me. I don't think it's above what I have in my S tier. The initial taste, the aftertaste were all solid, and it had the bite to it with the aftertaste, which was pretty cool. The only thing I have to say against it was the actual smell of it. Solid A.
After all the beer we have drank, the taste initially was a little rough. It wasn't what I was expecting, but my palate is ruined. I've literally drank Miller so much, and I know what it tastes like. The aftertaste is just so money.
That bite's good.
It tastes like exactly what a beer should taste like. I love everything about it. I think especially the aftertaste, it just tastes like you got beer in your mouth. I know some people don't like the taste of beer. I freaking love the taste of beer. That like loaf of bread, shove it in my mouth, yummy, yummy, yummy.
I used to hate that too.
Beer. Give it to me. Mouth. Mwah, mwah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put it S tier.
That smell is not
It's the
good.
only lager on here that like I genuinely get all the time. That's the beer tier list, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please type the number that you think deserves to win. 1 for JJ, 2 for Upton. Oh, that's a lie. Okay, no, it doesn't count. That's an alt.
That was after he did the thing.
Yeah, that's his alt account.
Together, but-
Schmo's vote count.
It should.
You know what? Schmo cares so passionately about it. It's fine.
Yeah!
I will take the L.
Let's go!
I will drink the jungle juice.
Smell it.
I'm not gonna smell it. Why would I smell it?
Smell it!
I'm not gonna smell it! All right, ladies and gentlemen. We've got all of the beers we have had thus far into this massive jungle juice. Here we go.
Can you put that on the list? Well, how was that?
Higher than Michelob Ultra, that's for sure. That stuff was garbage. At least that had flavor, you know what I'm saying?